And now from one story franchise in the Lakers to another story franchise on the Eastern Conference, the Celtics versus Atlanta, man. Atlanta just squeaked their way into the playoffs, beating Miami in the first playing game. And obviously Boston's been tearing it up with both of their guys all season, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. And obviously Jason Tatum is a MVP candidate as well. He's not going to get it this year, but he's top 5 for MVP candidate. So good for
Right.
him, honestly. And good for the coach, Mazzulla. He got this team to a good record. So, I mean, do I even got to say it? Who you got for this series? Do I even got to say it?
Like my sons, boy. Like my sons. Like that boy. Like that fan. Celtics in 4. Celtics in 4. Celtics in 4. So, man, it ain't nothing, man. Like,
Bring
we
the
way too much.
brooms.
Bring the freaking booms. Like you said that about Memphis, and I'll be honest, it
Nah,
wouldn't
not Memphis,
surprise
but
me.
Denver.
Oh, Denver, yes.
Yeah,
You said that about Denver, and it would not surprise me. I like competitive basketball. I think almost any team has a chance of winning one game. So I don't know if this is just my straight bias, but ain't no way these boys are winning one against us, man. Ain't no way. And honestly, man, they didn't do a great job showing that game one. If I'm being honest, they're playing right now, and
In game 2, they didn't look good either. Nah.
it's not looking so good. What can you say, man? They can't stop our boys. They can't stop the Jays. And at that point, like I do see that they are gonna give us some damage with Trey Young and Murray. But at the end of the day, they take way too many mid-range shots. They don't take enough threes, and they cannot get any boards. That doesn't help when you're playing a team like the Celtics, who are great perimeter defenders, who will push you off that three-point line, force you into those mid-range, and basically our two big men down there are going to give you hella work and get bored.
Yep.
So basically, they're going to be forced to pretty much, what was the series we were talking about? Oh, Cavs versus Knicks. They have no choice but to really focus on coming off that screen, hitting that mid range. And I'll be honest, like I love what Trey Young and Murray bring to the table, but they're just not that efficient.
Mm.
They're just
Trey Young has off games a lot. I mean,
a lot.
Even though yeah, he's a shooter, but he does have some off games. I mean, Murray seems a little more efficient because he's a mid-range player. He doesn't take as many threes. So, but I agree with you. He's not that efficient either.
That's what I'm saying. So I think we're 24th in the NBA and made threes. Like I said, they got someone like Trae Young who could shoot his ass off, but they get ran
Nobody
off
else.
that 3-point line a lot. Next good 3-point shooters are Sadiq Bey and Bogdanovic. And at that point, they're the only two decent shooters they have on the team. And first game, I think they were 3 for 11. So we're not scared of them.
Terrible.
We're gonna leave them open and pressure Murray, and like we're gonna make the rest of the team beat us. And I don't think they have the rest of the team to beat us.
Well, they lost one of their best 3-point shooters in Huerter. Went to the Kings, obviously, and he's now he's in the top 15 in 3-pointers made this season. So they would have needed him in a series like this. But I'll be honest with you, man, this series, it does look like a beatdown from Boston. I'll be honest with you. You're totally right. They're missing rebounding and they're missing 3-point shooting, and they're not doing good at both of those. And obviously Boston has been known to do good at that.
Literally,
especially Williams, and he's been stepping it up towards the end of the season. I got to give it to him. Obviously, you had Brown with a little slight injury, at the end of the season, and he still got like a mask on.
I was about to say no. He's still fighting through a Brown's still fighting through the motherfucker
hand injury,
cut his hand watering plants.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. One of the dumbest
on a
injuries.
vase, dumbest things ever, and it actually sliced open. First game. Actually, let me double check. Because obviously we're recording. No,
you're totally right.
I want to double check to see if he's actually playing totally tonight or how he's doing tonight.
Well, it definitely opened up his hand, but he's playing pretty well tonight. He's already over double digit figures scoring, so he's definitely He's gonna have a good night. He also had 3 steals, so maybe that hand feels fine enough to to grab grab those balls away from other people. But I gotta say, I think that you guys are set up for success, especially in the East. I think that you guys got scorers, mid-range scorers, 3-point scorers, and you have great defense. And honestly, in this league, what you need is good 3-point shooters and great defenders, and you guys have that. Obviously, Al Horford, the man seems like he doesn't age. Like he literally is on playing on another level that you didn't think that he was going to play at, at this stage in his career. So I got to give it to this team. I think I agree with you, man. I think you got to bring the brooms. Bring the brooms. Bring that Swiffer sweeper. I think I think it's over for Atlanta. I think it's going to be a 4-0 sweep. Boston got it.
I mean, I'll be honest, before the series started, as soon as I knew that they beat the Heat, I was like, yeah. Celtics versus Hawks, free eats.
Yes.
I was like, free eats, because not even trying to be funny, besides the top 2 teams, besides us, like I say, I keep saying it, and we're gonna see it if everything goes well with our series and Philly series. We're gonna see it next round. But I see that this is the first year I'm finally scared of Philly, and they finally have a good team to where every other year I don't care who they had, Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons. Like I never once thought they could beat us in a 7-game series. I still got us in a 7-game series, but I finally think it goes to 7. Before then, I wasn't even worried about them.
I could agree with that, and I think that was my prediction at the beginning of the season for the Eastern Conference Finals was Boston versus Philly in a 7-game series.
So the problem is we got the next round.
I know, but in the beginning of the season, that was my
imagine Giannis don't come back and the Heat and Knicks end up fighting for a shot in the Eastern Conference Final while us and the 76ers are battling each other out in the, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, it looks like to be the finals.
Exactly. So it does suck. We get Philly next round, and I was really hoping. But at the end of the day, that's supposed to lead up to the Bucks in the conference finals. So it ain't gonna be easy regardless. But I definitely don't have no fear of any other real team, even though I do appreciate what Philly and what the Bucks have to offer. But the Hawks match up so bad against us. Like it's a match made in heaven. Like you said, 3-point shooting, they're horrible at. That's our bread and butter. Mm-hmm. Defense and rim protection, they're horrible at. That's our bread and butter. We're gonna force Trae Young to come off the screens. We're gonna force him and DeAndre. And that's the thing. Smart guarding Trae, Brown guarding DeAndre. Like you got 2 dogs on you. Like it's a matchup hell for the Hawks, and I don't even think they ever stood a chance, man.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And I'll be honest, like I don't know if you remember when we talked about Atlanta playing versus Miami. I even said that if Miami was to play against you guys in the series, that it would be a way tougher series, because I do think that Miami matches up way better than Atlanta.
That's what I was gonna say. He obviously the Bucks and the 76ers and the Celtics are top 3, but the only other team in the East in the playoffs that I would fear, and not fear as in lose, but they would give us comp, is a fully healthy Heat team.
Right. 100%. I just think they match up. Obviously not with Tyler Hero, totally different story, but I just think they match up so well with you guys. We saw that last year, and even this year they played some really tight games. So I'll be honest, you guys got lucky with this first round.
As soon as I seen the Hawks, I'm like, free eat Celtic in 4, baby.
And that's what I was thinking too. I'll be honest. Once I saw Hawks are gonna be in there, I was like, yeah, this is a sweep. This is a sweep.
We don't even have to worry about shooting. Just from the 2 games we've been watching, they have no answer for Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum heading downhill. They can't stop them at the rim, which in return is opening up our shooting. But like the only way we could lose is if we just fall so flat on shooting threes, or if they just really force Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum to have such off games that like we rely on someone like Marcus Smart. Because at the end of the day, putting the ball in Marcus Smart's hands for extended periods of time to make decisions is probably our biggest weakness. Yeah, that's something we don't want to do. But at the end of the day, even then, that's why we picked up someone like White, and why we have someone on the bench like Brogdon to make sure that doesn't get stuck in Marcus Smart's hands. So like I really don't see him coming out. Like our coaching is so good. Like it's a problem, man.
I think you guys are definitely a problem against them, and I think we both got it as a sweep, which is crazy. But I do
Only
expect it
sweep
to
I
happen.
have in the first round.
Oh wow!
I was
See, I
saying
got
you
two
had
sweeps.
Nuggets.
I got two
Yeah.
sweeps. I got Nuggets and Boston. But